Hello. Today we're going to start setting up your computer to be able to start to use Microsoft Outlook from 365 in the cloud. You probably already have the older email system set up in your Outlook program on your computer, so therefore we're going to have to add another account into Outlook. Before these next steps, be sure that Outlook is closed and not running at all on your computer. To proceed, we're going to go down to the Start button in the lower left corner of Windows. After clicking on it once, we are then not going to go to any program. We're going to start typing in the word Control, C-O-N-T-R-O-L, and Control Panel should show up here under Best Match in the left-hand side. We're going to go up to it with the mouse, left-click on it once, and Control Panel should open. On the right over here, on View By, we want to make sure that this is small icons. If it is set to category large icons, it's best to change it to small icons. That way you can find things a little bit more easier from this video. Under small icons, it'll show a whole list of different programs on here. We're going to look for the one that's labeled Mail, which we see in this particular example in this column over here. I left click on it once to select it. It comes up with Mail Setup for Outlook with several options here. I want to set up a new email account. So I click once on Email Accounts. And here it shows me my old account, which is being used now by our old system. I do not delete this. I want to add a new one. So I come over and click on the word New. I'm going to use the Auto Account Setup. So under my email account, I put in my name. For my email address, I put in my email address for Paris Junior College. For my password, this will be your computer login password that you use when you first turn your computer on, also known as your Active Directory password, your AD password. And then you'll have to retype it to verify it. After you get your password in there twice, click on Next. It should then go out and search. And here it found on Microsoft with its auto discovery my email account. So I'm going to click on Next. It wants my password again. So put in your login computer password, your AD Active Directory password. And sign in. And then you can stay signed in, and Windows will remember this account, and it is your choice. You can either leave it checked, unchecked. You can say sign on this app only, or click on OK. I'm going to click on OK. It will take a little bit of time for Microsoft to set things up. Then we click on Done. And the window then comes up. It established a connection. It searched for me. It logged into it. Congratulations. I do not want to set up my phone at this time, so I'm going to uncheck that box there. I'm going to click on Finish. And so by saying that, by adding this Exchange account, which is using Microsoft Exchange in the cloud from Microsoft 365 site, some of my email messages and calendar is saved is now in another location also inside Outlook. So I'm just going to say OK. And I now see two email accounts in my account settings for email. The old one, which is the old iMail Ipswich account, and this new one, which is the Microsoft Exchange account. Do not send email from the Microsoft Exchange new account until notification is given at a future date and time where we have it all changed over and switched for the email to be able to send out from the new process. I can now click on Close on this. It goes back to my mail setup in Outlook. I click on Close in it. I'm still in Control Panel. I can close Control Panel now. I now want to continue to look at Outlook and see what it looks like now. I am going to then open Outlook and check and see what my defaults are of changing my email program. As I can see over on the left-hand side, I have one email account here. If I scroll down, another one down here. They look similar, same address. I then want to go up to the word File in the upper left-hand corner, click on it once with the left-hand side, and here I see that some of the defaults are already set to Microsoft Exchange. I do not want that to be my default at this time. So I'm going to come down to Account Settings, click once on it, go down to Account Settings again right below that, click once on it, and I can see both my accounts are here. My old account, the POP account, is the old email server. I want that to be the default. We can see that by having this little check mark over here. The Exchange, the new one we just added, is not the default. This is the first place we check. Now we're going to check on data files. Here I see that the old email address, which is in Documents Outlook files with my email address .pst, is not the default. The new Exchange file is, which is this one that we saw earlier in our setup. So I want this old email address to be my default until we do the changeover. So I click once on it to highlight it, set as default. It's going to warn you that you're going to change your default. Yes, I want to make this change. I then click on Close. I want to close Outlook at this time. That helps Outlook in Microsoft to reset some of its settings so that there are no problems that could happen in Outlook itself. I can now go back into Outlook, reopen it, and now it should have my defaults on both my data files and the email server itself set to the old server. To send an email message, as you always do, click on New Email. Make sure on your From that it has the old address, not the new one here. Do not put the new one there until we make a change. But make sure it has the old address. Then just like they always did, put your to in there, your subject, your messages, attachments, etc. Click on Send, and you're sending that message out. I hope this helps on setting up your email. Please let us know if you have any problems, and have a good day. Thank you for your time.